repeat it if we follow it, then we only have announcements on the first nights. So please, inshallah, be attentive and follow all of that just to ensure that we are clear. And all of this, it's not easy to handle this huge crowd. Insha'Allah ta'ala, we can keep it smooth. So inshallah, just like in the previous years, we've done a short, we'll take a few minutes every night before Taraweeh. And what we are reciting, we're going to pick one ayah of what we're reciting. Just one ayah. It's simple, it's short, it's easy. And the idea is that it's very hard for us to follow longer things, longer lectures. One ayah in a short couple of minutes can't hurt us. And the Quran is powerful enough that one ayah really is enough. Enough to change a person. Enough to guide a person. Enough to open a person's eyes. So if we take one ayah, there's 30 nights or 29 nights. If we take one ayah a night, we think about it. We reflect on it. And we put it into action, then inshallah we will surely be able to end this Ramadan on a good note and make it a transformative Ramadan, inshaAllah ta'ala. So for tonight, Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa wala. For tonight, inshaAllah, the very first ayah that we'll hear being recited of the Quran. Alif Lam Mim. This beautiful ayah which Allah Azza wa Jal chose to begin the Quran with. The scholars of tafsir, they've written at length trying to understand what it is, but at the end of it all they come to a conclusion, nobody really knows. Nobody really knows. Because it's so unique. They're actually the letters of the alphabet. It's not a word, it's not alam, it's alif separately, and lam separately, and mim separately. 3 letters separately that has no apparent meaning. It's like if you said A, B, C. So what do you mean A, B, C, or A, M, L? What do you mean by that? Is it an acronym? Does it stand for something? The summary of all of that, for the sake of time, is that Allah knows best. Allah knows. But He decided to begin the Quran in a way that when the Arabs of the time, when they heard this Alif Lam Mim, they were thrown away. Like, what is this? This is different. We've never heard this before. What does it mean? How come I don't know this? We're supposed to be the most poetic, the most eloquent people, and we don't know? ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ. This is the book. This is the book that you need to pay attention to. This is the book that's going to teach you. Because just like you think you know everything, Alif Lam Mim says, no, you don't. You don't know everything. You think you know Arabic? No, you don't. You think you know everything that goes on around you? No, you don't. Allah knows. So the starting point is you don't know and Allah knows. It's to humble a person. This is the book that you need to pay attention to. La rayba fih, there's no doubt. Hudan lil muttaqeen. It is a source of guidance for the believers. And so if we want to start Ramadan right, we need to start with the message of Alif Lam Mim. I don't know. I need to humble myself. And I need to turn to and listen. When I'm listening in Taraweeh, it's not just that I listen to Alif Lam Mim. I take that. What does Allah want to say in the Quran? What is Allah saying here? And some of it, by the way, we may not understand, whether it's recitation or reading. But that's not a waste of time. Do not think it's a waste of time. So take out a few minutes and read the Quran a day, even if you don't understand it. Because Alif Lam Mim is not understood, but we recite it. And the Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, specifically in the hadith narrated by Imam al-Bukhari, that Alif you get 10, and Lam you get 10, and Mim you get 10, just for the recital of it. But you don't stop there. That's just one part. The Quran was revealed to be recited and to be understood and acted upon. If you can't, how are you going to act on it if you don't understand it? If you don't know what Allah is saying, how are you going to act on it? So that's where part 2 comes. Along with reciting, you learn the meanings of the Quran. We'll do one ayah here. Take the time, along with your recitation, make a portion to read or listen to a translation of the Quran. Listen to an explanation of the Quran. And make that a part and parcel of your routine, so that when we reach Nas, min al-jinnati wal nas, by the end, the whole point of Alif Lam Mim, to grab your attention and to tell you what's coming needs to be heard, it needs to be recited. we fulfill that. So the goal, it's the first night, emotions are high, we have ambitions. Decide now, plan now. What is going to be my schedule? What's the 1-2 hours I can take out? Maybe after Fajr, maybe in the day, maybe after work, after school, maybe after Taraweeh, whatever your schedule is, find that time and make it for the Quran so that you leave having enriched yourself with the Quran. And Alhamdulillah, our Iqra library volunteers, they have beautiful translations of the Quran. Outside, when you complete your Taraweeh and you leave, on your way, grab yourself a translation, grab yourself a couple of books on the Quran. You don't have to worry about it. Start tonight and make that your goal, Insha'Allah, so that these are nights of enrichment and us connecting to the words of Allah Azza wa Jal by listening, by reciting, and by understanding. Wa as'alullah Azza wa Jal make us from such a people. Subhanakallah wa hamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.